Oh, it's time. Time to get radical.
Viewer discretion is advised.
When I started recording this, the phone I used to record was on 50%. Now it's on 35%. I've been trying to record this a long time, and I keep stopping and redoing it because I really can't get it down right. I'll explain. This video started out as a theme of redemption. I was going to call it things that redeem themselves or something like that. I was going to include The Walking Dead, other YouTubers, sports stars, all these different things that have redeemed themselves. I was going to have a beautiful narrative. I was even going to talk about like ex-felons, but it just didn't come together. And I'm agitated about that. I get agitated. And when I'm agitated, I don't do my best work. Not that this is work, this is just me fucking recording my voice into a smartphone and putting some gameplay behind it. It's not work, but still it agitates me. One thing that is maybe a pleasant surprise and less agitating is this past Sunday's episode of The Walking Dead. And if you ask, no, I did not watch. I don't watch a show anymore. I don't care to watch a show anymore. But as a person that's critical of things, I've been critical of The Walking Dead. I've been critical of the boneheaded, stupid decisions they have made with the show, not only in the writing, but also character deaths. I will say, from everything I've heard, and I read the summary of the show, the end of Rick Grimes on the show was done as good as I think it possibly could have been done. There. Me saying something positive about The Walking Dead. Has hell frozen over? No. I think, with everything I heard, it was done well. I think Rick literally kind of went out in a blaze of glory. Oh, and he didn't die, by the way. Sorry, I didn't do a spoiler alert thing. He didn't die, but he did kind of go out in a blaze of glory. To summarize the show, well, I'll just get to the end of the show because that's what everybody's really focusing on. I think everybody who was watching the show didn't care a lot about really anything but the end of Rick Grimes. They wondered, how is he going to die? Going to the end of the show, he's going in and out of consciousness. Going in and out of consciousness, he's talking to these people like Shane, like Herschel. If anything, I do want to actually watch this episode in the future to see the last of Scott Wilson on the show. I am sad that I didn't get to see that show just for that one purpose, to pay my respects to the great Scott Wilson. Rick had a horde of zombies bearing down on him, and he had built this bridge to pay respects to Coral, the Coral Bridge, or something like that. And the zombies were heading across the bridge to munch down on Rick, but he saw some dynamite. And, steadying and aiming his gun, even though he's really in a bad way, he uses his last bit of strength to blow up the dynamite on the bridge, killing all the zombies. Now that's a damn fine way to go out. It is. If he would have died in that explosion, that would have probably been maybe the best way he could have went out. But he did not die. He, from what I read, he was on shore. He washed up on shore. He was near dead. And then someone in a helicopter comes down and carries him away. So now, that's surprising. That's a good surprise. The fact that he did not die on the show. It was revealed after the show, on The Talking Dead, that Rick will be in 3 movies. Walking Dead movies. I think they're going to air on AMC. So it's not the end of the character. He's still going to be in a couple movies in the future. So all that's good. All that's hunky-dory. But here's the critic in me. Let's go back to the actual show. The Walking Dead is over. Well, The Walking Dead as you know it. Rick's story is still over on the show. Nothing changed Sunday. Nothing changed. I think trying to swerve everyone, trying to focus and make sure everyone thought Rick was going to die on the show, and then giving you the it's a twist moment of Rick not dying, going out like a hero but not dying. They were trying to think, hey, well, maybe this will make people very happy about the future of the show. Just putting the wool over your eyes. Hey, this is going to make you very happy about the show. Rick's still not going to be on the show. The Walking Dead, the TV series, Rick is not in that series anymore. Being in 3-hour-long movies, side stories that have nothing to do with the fucking story that is now, that's just like meant to get your attention. You know, like if you got a piece of string holding it in front of a cat, that's just meant to get your attention from something else. Rick's not on the show. His story is over. Okay? Other people like Maggie. Maggie's going to be leaving the show pretty soon. There were some, someone said there were some trailers or something released, and it did not have Maggie in it. That means Maggie's leaving the show too. Maybe she had a little segment with Negan in the show also, I might mention, where she had a chance to actually kill Negan. She had every right to kill Negan because Negan brutally killed Glenn. So we're thinking, hey, we're going to get this section where Negan is killed by Maggie. That would make fucking sense. That would be great. But Negan was not killed. Okay, whatever. Heck, maybe Negan's gonna get better, break out, and become an enemy again, or lead them all. Who the fuck knows? Now, the writing I hear is better. Okay, the writing is better. But the same thing still remains. The same problems remain with the show. Like I said, it's not the show anymore. If anything, it's just a spin-off show. And if you judge it as a spin-off show, as The Walking Dead Daryl's Adventures or The Walking Dead B-Team, then maybe judge it on that. Maybe you could judge it separately. But to me, The Walking Dead, the show, it's dead. The Walking Dead is dead. It just is. A lot of you probably won't agree with that. You probably be like, Rick, you're just a hater. You're just a hater of the show. Angela's doing such a great job. Report back to me in a couple weeks. Tell me how the show feels without Rick on the show. And tell me if it feels like The Walking Dead. Feels a lot different without even Glenn, without Carl. But without Rick, it's no longer The Walking Dead. I give credit to you, Angela, okay? You were handed a big lump of shit in your lap to take over the show from Scott Gimple, who made the incredibly stupid decision, like I said before, to kill off Carl, to fire Chandler Riggs before his 18th birthday to save some fucking money. That was the decision that ruined the show. Well, I say ruined, but it's probably still going to get amazing ratings. But to the true fans that watch the show from the beginning, Rick's story is over on the show. I don't even know if I'll really watch the movies because, I don't know, just don't feel the same. And before I leave, there's one thing. I saw pictures. They did a time skip. I'm sorry, and I'm making this video in a hurry. I don't know if you tell. I got some things I got to do today. Sorry that I got to cut this short. But they got Judith Grimes. Little Judith. I don't even know if her last name should be Grimes. What's Shane's last name? What's Shane's last name? But Judith, right? She comes in and the scene is she's saving some people from zombies. Now, she's probably not even 10 years old. I saw the picture. And she's got a gun, and she's perfect headshots. That's why this show makes no fucking sense. She's like not even 10 years old. From like 100 feet away, she's hitting all these zombies in the head with perfect headshots. And she's got the hat on. And I'm like, they're just trying to remake Carl. That's like the new Carl. Great. So this show's basically just regressing. You know, there's the moment of like, gosh, wish we had Carl back again. But that's really stupid. I wouldn't, if I was out here and there were zombies all running around, I don't think any 10-year-old in my neighborhood would hit perfect headshots with a revolver. So what do you think? Leave it in the comment section down below.
No.